So let's talk about a new partnership that might just crack a long-standing crypto puzzle. We've got the payment giant Stripe teaming up with the exchange Crypto.com, and their goal? Well, it's to completely change how we use crypto for everyday things, like, grabbing your morning coffee.
But that brings up a really good question, right? For years, we've heard that crypto is the future of money, but you still can't just walk into a store and easily buy groceries with it. So why not? This gap, the one between the big promise and the day-to-day reality, is the exact problem we're going to unpack here.
All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at the core payment problem itself. Then, we'll dive into the powerful new partnership that's trying to solve it. After that, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of how it actually works. And finally, we'll talk about what this all means for the future.
Okay, first up, the crypto payment problem. It really is all about that frustrating gap between what crypto could be and the reality of trying to use it for just, normal, everyday spending. You see, on one side of the coin, you've got this incredible promise, a new kind of digital cash, totally global and peer-to-peer. No traditional banks needed. But for a business owner, the reality has been, messy. The number one issue has always been price volatility. I mean, imagine accepting a payment that could be worth 10% less just an hour later. That's a huge risk most businesses just can't take.
So how do you fix a problem like that? Well, let's move on and see how this is all coming together. We're talking about a really powerful new partnership, one that's specifically designed to bridge that exact gap between the promise and the reality.
And here is the headline. On January 6, 2026, these two heavyweights announced a landmark integration. And I want to be clear, this isn't some minor update. This is a huge strategic move to make crypto payments a real mainstream option for any business that uses Stripe.
And you can really hear the ambition in this quote from Joe Anzarez over at Crypto.com. He talks about sparking a new era for crypto-enabled commerce. So the goal here isn't just to make it possible to pay with crypto, it's to make it totally normal.
So, how in the world do they pull this off? Well, it all comes down to something called crypto to fiat conversion. This is the secret sauce, really. It's the magic mechanism that takes the crypto from a customer and poof, instantly turns it into regular cash for the business.
Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? Let's follow the money, from the moment a customer clicks pay, all the way to the cash landing in the merchant's account. The whole process is designed to be super simple for everybody involved. So you're the customer, you just pick Crypto.com Pay, and you authorize it. But behind the scenes, Stripe performs what is basically a financial magic trick. It instantly converts that crypto into the merchant's local currency. This is huge because it completely gets rid of the volatility risk. The business gets paid the exact amount they charged, just as if you'd swiped a regular credit card.
And what's really cool is that this isn't just a one-way street. It's a win-win. While Stripe gets to dive deeper into the crypto world, Crypto.com gets to use Stripe's powerful system to handle all the complex stuff with traditional credit card processing, and that makes it way easier for their own customers to buy crypto in the first place. It's a truly symbiotic relationship that makes the whole ecosystem stronger.
All right, for our final section, let's zoom out a little bit, because this is about way more than just one deal. It's actually part of a pattern, a clear strategy that's been unfolding across the entire industry.
If you look back, the clues were all there. Stripe was already starting to roll out stablecoin payments. At the same time, Crypto.com was integrating with Google Pay and even applying to become a U.S. national trust bank, which is a massive move that will give it way more regulatory legitimacy. These weren't just random events. They were all steps leading to the same destination.
And when you put all those pieces together, that destination becomes crystal clear. The long-term goal here is to completely erase the line between the traditional financial world and the world of digital assets. They want paying with crypto to become just another boring, reliable way to buy things.
So, all of this leaves us with one big final question. With giants like Stripe and Crypto.com making these huge moves, are we finally truly seeing the beginning of that new era for crypto-enabled commerce that they keep talking about? It really seems like the technology is finally catching up with the vision.